Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Rainey Ray. I am an essential oil educator, lover, and specialist. And Brandy Owens is joining us today from her car. Thank you for making the effort, even though you're driving. Um, so today, this topic is kind of near and dear to my heart because we do a lot of stuff on the road, but it's also near and dear to my heart because coming out of winter is one of the times when I always used to get sick before doTERRA. And so I want us to come out of winter strong, hit spring strong. The nice thing about being strong and giving your body what it needs is that even if you're exposed to some crud, you usually won't get it. But if you do, it's a very mild, situation. And that's what we want. We want to have the tools to do what we can to nurture our bodies so that we stay healthy. And if we do feel something coming on, that first tickle, we want to be able to nip it in the bud. Um, so Tom is heading out of town tomorrow for Daytona Bike Week, which is a 10-day event in Daytona, Florida. Brandy and her husband Josh are joining him for a few days. So what my job, because I am the solutions provider for health in our home. So my job is to get him with the stuff he needs in order to stay strong. And he works usually from about 8 in the morning until 11 at night at this particular event because there's a lot of nighttime activities that go on and customers that come in. Um, so not only am I providing him with food so he can stay healthy and it'd be easy for him to eat, but in addition, I'm providing him with what it takes to support his body. And God forbid, he's around a lot of people all day, every day. If he gets a little, right, Brandy? You know the drill.
Yep.
If he gets
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit of the crud, how he's going to nip it in the bud. Okay. So it all starts with foundational wellness. Okay. Whether you're using Lifelong Vitality, which is our capsule version, or if you're using the green drink. Okay. So let me open this. The green drink is so easy. Okay. This, what he does on the road, and it's not the best practice, I understand. He just dumps it in to a half of a bottle of water, shakes it up, chugs it, boom. He's got his vitamins, minerals, and greens for the day. Okay. Um, he pairs that with the omegas. If you don't know the value of omegas, then please Google it. Okay. Omegas are extremely important. I know we get some from our food, but we really need them for brain health, joint health, overall body health. And these omegas of ours are so much better than even the omegas we used to have that, I mean, I love them. If you're not a pill taker, you can open up one of these. It's amazing, okay? Just open up one of these, pop it in your mouth. Literally, it does not taste fishy. Out of 100 people that I have talked to about popping this in your mouth, only one said it was a little fishy, and I think that might have been just in her head. It tastes a bit like wild orange because there's wild orange in there to preserve it. Why is that important? Most fish oils that you're using are rancid by the time you're putting them in your body. Okay. The next thing that is uber important to take, and he's got with him, is our
Second up,
probiotic.
totally different. It didn't hurt my back. I was like,
So,
yeah.
Brandy, you want to mute?
Yep.
Yep,
Sorry.
there you go. Hi, Josh. Um, so I've got all of this in his pill boxes. but he takes our PB Restore every day. All right. And that's a pre, post, and probiotic. Oh, and I just dropped it. And it's the coolest thing because it's double encapsulated. So some of it breaks down in your stomach and the rest goes down into your lower intestines, where we all know you need probiotics. Okay. Here's the cool thing. You don't want to take pills? Take our Pixie stick instead. Okay. That's the PB Assist. This was developed for children, but it's great for adults too. So Tom has in the past had some digestive issues. Shh, don't mention it. Don't say I mentioned this, okay? So on the road, I like to pack him with both, okay? Because on the road, even though we pack him good food, he doesn't eat, the way he eats at home, okay? So the next thing that's uber important to take is a digestive enzyme. Why? And you're going to hear more about this in the coming weeks. A digestive enzyme helps your body to break down the food so that you can use it. It helps with your metabolism. It helps with so many things, okay? Our TerraZyme really, when you start with it, you should take one every time you're going to eat. But Tom and I have been taking it for so long, and our gut health is so strong that we take one in the morning and one in the evening. I give these to our dogs, Larry and Betty, and you just open it up, sprinkle it in their food, stir it around, boom, okay? Once in a while, they can be picky eaters, and they've never balked at that, all right? The other thing that is super do important to take every single day, and I take it in my oil shot. Tom take won't do an oil shot, so he takes the soft gels of DigestZen. Why is this important when I just said our gut health is really, really good? Okay. Because you are continually supporting a healthy gut. And in addition, this DigestZen, this formula, helps our body to rebuild that mucosal lining. So the lining of our stomach, right, Brandy, including our other organs, is really, really strong. All right. The next thing that he takes, and let me open this, is, and usually he'll take this in the afternoon. I take mine late morning, is our collagen. Okay. It isn't just collagen. All right. Go to my website, rainyray.com, and you can read about this amazing product. I have been taking collagen for probably over 40 years. I was buying it from a family up by where we used to live, north of Chicago, that was using Argentinian beef hides and making it really pure and really good. This knocks it out of the park. Okay, it is made from it's marine collagen. In addition, the thing that is so cool about this is that it has NMN in it. If you don't, I'm not going to go into that today. It's on my website. You can Google it. Really, really important for our bodies at every stage, but of course, when we're aging. Pro tip. I was taking this collagen and putting it in a, 20-ounce Yeti and just sipping it through the day. Wrong. Doing it wrong, okay? If you follow me, you know that I am the first one to admit when I make a mistake, okay? And own it. This collagen you put it in like a cup of water, whatever you want, and chug it. All right. It needs to have, once this powder is introduced to the water and mixed, it needs to get in your body so that NMN and other good stuff is all readily available and the strongest for your body. Okay. Joints, um, hair, skin, sleep, all of that, you got to have collagen. Yes, bone broth is really good. Okay. I use bone broth. I give it to the dogs. Okay. This takes it up another level. And what are we all about? We're all about being the healthiest that we can, being the best of ourselves that we can, right? And at my stage of life, I'm all about aging with strength and power and vitality. Okay. The next thing I want to tell you that I packed for him, because he takes it in the evening, okay, and so do I, is our Mito to Max. All right. What the heck is this? All right. Our Mito to Max is support for your mitochondria. That's the heart, the engine of the cell. Think back to biology class. Okay. So I used to not even take this because I thought it was just for people who needed energy. And God knows I don't need energy. Okay. Um, but the thing is that this, and it can be substituted for an energy drink and all of that kind of stuff. But this is amazing. And it does not keep me up. I take it with our evening meal. All right. And so does Tom. In the evening, also, we take Copaiba or Copaiba. All right. Tom, of course, takes the soft gel because he won't do an oil shot. So all of these are in his daily day and night thing. Okay. Um, I believe that this is really a really important oil for our nervous system, for our brains, for so many things. For, gosh, I overdid it today. All right. Speaking of which, Tom and I both, and I have packed it for Tom, each take our deep blue polyphenol twice a day, morning and afternoon, morning and evening. But I pack him an extra half bottle or so because if he injures himself, like one year he slipped and fell on the ramp to his trailer. It was wet and icy or what, wet. I don't know what it was, not icy. Um, and he had to keep working. All right, and he fell on his right side, and as people know, he does custom paint and pinstriping. So he took two of these every 4 hours, believe it or not, for the first day or so. We don't take other painkillers. We take Deep Blue, all right? But the reason we take it every day is it keeps inflammation in a healthy level. And inflammation is the cause of pain and a lot of the cause of other things that can be going on in our bodies. Okay? What else is he taking at night? He's taken the frankincense dual chamber. Okay, you may say, wow, this is a lot. Okay, but I'm going to tell you something. I would rather pay for stuff to keep me healthy than not be able to work, not be able to enjoy life, and be paying with medical. Okay, so this is really cool. This is frankincense. See, it's like a snow globe. It's so cool. Frankincense with with boswellic acid. Search in the YouTube, search in our group, and I talk a lot about this. Each of us take one every evening. And I send with Tom the turmeric, because once again, he won't do the turmeric in a oil shot. But this is even better because it has the botanical in with the oil. So when the problem with turmeric is getting it to be usable for your body. So a lot of people take it with pepper oil or pepper. No need for that. This is totally bioavailable for your body. All right. During the day, if he feels like he's been around somebody that's coughing and wheezing and whatever else and sniffling, On Guard chewable tablets. All right. We love On Guard. These are really cool. These were introduced in 2020 because of what was going on with COVID. Okay. So these chewable tablets have in them our wild orange oil, clove oil, cinnamon oil, and cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus. an ingestible version, rosemary. Those are all in our On Guard, okay? And then in addition, it's got D-glucan, and also it has vitamin D. It also has vitamin C, and it also has zinc, okay? So it says to take 3 a day. That's the dose. But he just pops them as he needs them, okay? Or not at all if he doesn't need them. The other thing that we know that is super duper important is to use your immunity roller every day, okay? And one thing we know with doTERRA, the science tells us we want to mix up what we do to boost our immunity so we're covering all the bases, all right? So, tried and true favorite, flute with two T's, frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, tea tree, and thyme. Thyme was added for COVID times. Okay. So this is mixed. I put, I don't know, probably 15 drops of each, maybe 20 in here. Top it off with FCO, fractionated coconut oil. Give it a little shimmy shake. Tom rolls this on the bottom of both his feet first thing in the morning, part of the routine. Okay. And these recipes will be in when I post this, okay? The other one is a kill roller, all right? This was developed by my friend Lisa Zimmer when she was traveling in Asia and around there, and very concerned that she didn't want to get sick because it was a big trip. Plus, there's a whole different, who knows, mix of germs around. So, this is 20 drops each of thyme, oregano, tea tree, arbor vitae, and melissa. It's called kill for a reason. Okay. So that's amazing. There's two other rollers that we rotate with at home. Okay. Our peace of mind roller. And I'll put the recipes in with tea tree, clove, oregano, and thyme, also black pepper and arbor vitae. And our infectious disease ID roller from Symphony of the Cells, which is, this is a long one, frankincense, oregano, thyme, on guard, aroma touch, lemongrass, tea tree, melissa or arborvitae, and peppermint. Those are the ones we have at home. What is he taking with? Okay, he's taking with two. Okay, the flute, two teas, and the kills. All right. Here's the other thing that's important. First of all, I love this bag that doTERRA gifted us. All right. This is the bag for being a VIP on our rewards program. When I first saw it, I thought, yeah, that's kind of chintzy. I really did. I thought, what are we doing here? This is the most practical, wonderful bag. It is waterproof. So Tom had staining in here because something leaked. It didn't get out in the rest of his stuff. Okay. It's big enough you can put bottles of supplements in. Okay. So he throws in his rollers. He'll throw in other stuff. Okay. The other thing that I'm really big on is I love these bags that were originally made for cosmetic bags. Tom embraces it. Okay. What does he have in here? This worn out box of Correctex. Okay. This is if you get an injury and you used to put on Neosporin or bacitracin. Bacitracin and Neosporin have petroleum products in them. We do not use those. All right. Correctex is our ointment with essential oils and other good natural healing stuff. Okay. What else does he have in this bag? He's got extra vitamin B12. Yay, good for him. And he's got our friend Lynn Gardner's lemongrass lotion that's made with goat's milk and our lemongrass. Tom loves it, okay? When he's out pinstriping all day long and it can be windy and whatever, his skin dries out. When shaving, whatever it might be. So he slathers that on. All right. The last area that's really important for travel is diffusing. So he gets back to the RV at night. He's got this cute little diffuser. You can put the cord right inside. This is the same size as the Brevi diffuser that comes with some of the kits, Brandy. It is wonderful. All right, I don't know how this penny got stuck under here, but it did. Okay. And what does he put in it at night? He puts On Guard and Breathe. All right. These are the big guns for killing cooties, killing airborne pathogens, renewing our immune system, opening up our airways. Okay. Speaking of airways, um, he also takes with him our opening the chest up roller, which is Siberian fir and lime, because he doesn't know who's got what cooties that he may be exposed to. All right. In addition, if he gets a cut or a bruise or whatever, he's got a roller of helichrysum. All right. This is like first aid in a roller. I call it liquid sutures. Like geranium, it can stop bleeding. It can lessen bruising and and speed up the bruise time, the bruise healing time. Okay. Oh, he's got another little bottle of On Guard. All right, good for him. So if you feel a tickle coming on, what do we do? Randy?
I got it on mute. Um, but you can put it on your throat
Yep. And you can also
or
put
just a couple of drops in water
and
and
gargle and
gargle it.
swallow. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I
Yes.
was going through Tom's stuff he's bringing, and of course, your lemongrass lotion is in one of his bags. So the other thing that he has is clove oil that he takes with. All right. Clove is one of the biggest antioxidants known to man. But the superpower, in my opinion, beside being a great antioxidant for clove, is that it's really good for oral health and numbing oral health, oral pain. So when we were in Ireland, Tom got a toothache. And I said, "Oh, just put On Guard on it because that's what we had. It's got clove in it. It'll deaden it." No, 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 no. I need something, real. He said, I we're driving around and we just come through this little teeny town in Ireland. Beautiful little, I love the country of Ireland. We come into this little town in Ireland and we see a pharmacy. So we go into the pharmacy and I go up to the pharmacist with Tom and I say to her, "What do you have for tooth pain?" And she says, "Oh, that's easy." She points over to the shelf and she said, "Third shelf down from the top over there, just grab a bottle of clove oil." I could not have set it up better even if I had, right? Needless to say, now Tom travels with clove oil in case he gets a toothache. So what we want to do is we want to, when we're closing out winter, we don't want to get an end of winter or spring, cootie, cold, whatever. Okay, crud. We do want to stay strong. I mean, I used to get bronchitis twice a year. Of course, right around the holidays, and then at the end of winter. I no longer get that because we're supporting our bodies from the inside out. Okay, so your foundational wellness, your rollers, your diffusers, all of these things together. Now you might say, like Brandy is newer to um, doTERRA. I don't have that. That's okay. Use what you have, you know, because most of our oils serve multiple purposes and it's going to help you, right, Lynn? Um, so, if you say, well, I'm finishing up some other multiple vitamins or some other probiotics and all of that. Great, no problem. Taking something is better than not taking anything. Okay. Um, but like I was alluding to, over the next little bit of time, I'm going to be talking quite a bit about what we do to improve our gut health, metabolism, and all that so that we can get the nutrients from the food, because we're all trying to eat good, right? Get the nutrients from the food to support our bodies, okay? Is that sufficient? Unfortunately, nowadays, it's the rare person who can support themselves to the best of their ability just from nutrients from the food because our food is not as nutrient dense as it used to be in our grandparents' era. Doing the best we can with food and then smart supplementation, that's the key. Um, so tell me, Lynn, I know you didn't see what I listed that Tom's taking, but you can guess. But Lynn and Brandy, what did I leave out? What do you guys do in your routine to stay healthy? I even mentioned these, Lynn. The On Guard. Yeah,
hmm Um, we're hitting the road tomorrow. I
I
have a
know you
bag.
are, and it's cold up there.
Damn, we got to get where it's warm.
Yeah.
Um, I have a bag. That's my traveling bag, but I went back to take a look. Um, I can't remember what is it, Correctex? I take
Yep.
the cream with me everywhere because
Yep.
I
Here you
don't
go.
know.
Here's Tom's worn out box
Yeah.
because he carries it
Uh,
with. Yep.
frankincense is always with me. Um, we have this winter been using a lot of On Guard tablets and also diffuser. Not those,
Oh, you mean the soft
the others,
gels?
soft gels.
Yep.
Um,
Soft gels. Here we go.
yeah,
That's
that
intense
goes,
daily.
yeah, anywhere. Um, and pretty much whatever you have on the note of the clove, if you don't have oil of clove, just get cloves out of your cupboard, crush them up, swish them around. That'll
Yeah.
work too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I have in the past not had as many oils as I've had now, and I've had burned my hand in the kitchen, different things. Go look and see what you got. Put it on. Tea tree is always a good one that should go with you everywhere.
Yeah. Agreed.
Um, as my husband says, do I have the deep blue stick? Yes. Do I
I
have the
forgot
deep
to
blue
mention that.
caps?
Tom's got a deep
Yeah.
blue stick with him. Yep. Yep.
That was right from the beginning. That's my go-to for anything. And then Jeff's taking the deep blue and the copaiba.
Yep.
Yes, we have those capsules ready to go.
Yep. Yep. And extras. And I told the story of Tom falling on the ramp to his trailer
Mm.
and hitting and injuring his right arm and shoulder. Yeah, exactly. And Brandy, your example is a perfect one. You may not have a lot of these oils, but you use the ones that you have, like for your dad with the peppermint and On Guard, right? Or clove
I
and
I did the On Guard and Clove
hmm
and finished it off with the FCO, and he had the symptoms of the flu on Saturday. He was shivering and wrapped up in a blanket, and I took it over there and I said, Dad, I need you to rub this on your feet. Less is more, as my friend Rainey would tell me, less is more. And by the time I went over there at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, he was up walking around, giggling, laughing, and everything. Called him yesterday, checked on him, and he was out doing all kinds of stuff. Today I called him. He goes, Hey, I put it on this morning before I left, and I brought it with me, and I'll do it again when I get home.
there you
And he
go.
said he feels amazing, and he's got his peppermint and his FCO with him just in case he gets nauseous.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
And then you use peppermint, what was it for someone with a headache or
I did.
something?
Yeah, I did peppermint and another one. I have it wrote down in the house. For a headache. Yeah, and it helped both of the girls at the dentist office.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really
Cool.
amazing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did a MetaPower and FCO for Phoebe, the youngest daughter, because she had her chest. She has congestion in the chest, and she's actually coughing everything up now.
Yay. Yay,
Yeah,
getting it to move. It's like an
yeah.
expectorant then. Yeah.
And I made her a roller with Serenity and FCO for she could help sleep at night.
Yay.
So,
You know, it's just so amazing to me that like Lynn was saying, the if you don't have an oil that we've talked about, try another one. So lavender is amazing. I mean, it is amazing for so many things. And so what oils are you going to grab? Like when I go out of town for 2 months, I take 25 oils with, that's it. And one of the first to go in is always lavender.
lavender. Oh,
And frankincense, of course, copaiba. I could go on. But, you know, and now let me tell you, and we're going to be talking about this some more. The more I learn about geranium, it is a Swiss Army knife like lavender is. And I make an apology to lavender. I have a romance with lavender. So, but I'm going to tell you, there's a new, not new, but there's another Swiss Army knife in our toolbox, and that's geranium.
okay.
Yeah, it whew, blows my mind.
Yeah. Well, the
I
deep blue's
added
been
that.
my friend. The deep blue's been my friend for the last 2 nights.
I hear you. Yeah. And Lynn, what
For
were you
my
going to say about geranium?
Um, I added it into my salt scrub in the
Oh,
morning just to use that.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I love that.
I will say though, Brandy, uh, if somebody can catch first sign you think you're coming down with something, is the time to start. Not to say, I'm not sure. Hit it hard because usually I can stop whatever it is in the first 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what my dad was. He goes, I rode with somebody on Friday because he's a truck driver and he's 74. And he said, I just woke up and I'm pretty sure I have the flu because my body aches. So I made him that roller and by 5 o'clock he was feeling really good.
Yeah. And you hit it right away. Brilliant
Yeah,
advice, Lynn. Brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's the thing. The oils aren't going to hurt you. So you may as well use them right out of the box, you know. It really is it's really amazing and it makes me it renews me every single day when I hear that people used an oil and had a result because it's one thing to use them in our own personal lives. It's another thing to be able to get them in people's homes so that we can provide health solutions
right.
without having to go to the pharmacy.
Well, I was talking about the deep blue today to my stepdad, which I call dad. He plays pickleball since for about a year now. And
Yep.
I was like, don't your body ache playing for 4 hours a day, And he's 70, he'll be 74. He's a year younger than my dad. And he's like, well, there's sometimes I said, I have this solution for you. It's called Deep Blue.
There you
You're
go.
in it. I'm going
Yeah.
to use it, but you're going to use it. He goes, what is it? I said, it's helped my knee for the last 2 nights. My knee
Right.
not hurt. I got up this morning and it felt like I could run a marathon because my knee
There you
was not.
go. There you go.
Yeah. So,
Say that, Lynn, again. You're muted.
Sorry. Deep blue is probably the number one thing. Don't go anywhere without it. Anybody over 50, you need it. Even if you don't know, you need it because by tomorrow, yep, it's going to be gone, whatever it
Yeah.
is. The
Yeah.
other thing, Brandy, is the Serenity I have become addicted to in the diffuser. It puts my lights out like nobody's business.
I do that every night. Um,
Yeah.
so my husband works 4:30 in the afternoon or from 4 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning. And I had it and when I got my kit and I started it because Rainey was telling me about it and he gets up, he goes, I didn't toss and turn. What do you have going on? I said, that's the Serenity. You are so welcome. He goes, I
Yeah.
feel good. You gotta know my husband, right, Rainey?
I know
It's
that's
not compliment
hysterical.
very well.
I love that. All right. I'm going to close off this video, but I want you guys to hang on just a moment and I will repeat a couple of things that I have that I'm thinking about doing that I was talking with Brandy about. So everybody else, I am going to end this recording and thank you for joining us. We love you all.